Howdy Sharks, Coach Cass here with Hammerhead Fitness. Let's talk about how to meal prep our homemade recipes because this has been like a big FAQ. So I'm just gonna show you. A lot easier than you might think. So let's log my homemade protein pasta salad. By the way, this is so good and I am dropping the recipe. So if you wanna make this later, save this video. This stuff is so good, so good. Okay, so let's see. For this, I used a whole box of protein Barilla penne pasta. I used one whole cucumber, one whole pepper. Let's look in here. A cup of chickpeas, a cup of feta cheese, and shredded carrots, and Roma tomatoes. So, of course, as you can see, I already have it made and put together. So now what I'm going to do after I've put all of the ingredients in here is I am going to see how much this thing weighs in grams on my food scale. Now, if you don't have a food scale and you're a client of mine, I would suggest you don't tell me that and you just order one right now because I've told you to order one a million times. If you don't have a food scale though, seriously, I got this for like $9 off Amazon, and weighing out your food is not neurotic. It actually just makes things so much easier. Like it literally just makes life incredibly easier. So I would suggest getting one. If you have your food scale and you don't know how to use it, here's what we're gonna do. Essentially, put down your food scale. Whatever bowl you're using or plate or tray container, set it on the food scale. Now you wanna press the on button, or if it's already on, once you set the bowl down, press the on button again so that now it zeroes out. So now it should be saying 0 grams, okay? And then I'm going to take all of everything that I've batched right here, and I am going to dump the whole thing. Oh my gosh, I need to eat this right now. It looks so good. I'm going to dump the whole thing in this bowl. Oh my gosh. Okay, still dumping. Dun, dun, dun. Every last drop, because we don't waste in this house. Okay? Every last drop in that bowl, and now I'm going to see how much it weighs. It weighs 820 grams. I literally need to write that down before I forget. 820 grams, write that down so you don't forget when you make it. And now, judging by the number of serving sizes on the box of pasta that I used, because that is the bulk of my meal, the box of pasta says that it makes 8 servings. So I can look at this and be like, okay, I'm now going to divide this into 8 servings worth. Now, what I would do is, because the total weight was 820 grams and I want to make 8 servings, now I just divide 800 grams, the total weight of my item, by the number of servings. So 800 divided by 8. So now I know that each serving size of this should be 100 grams. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 8 different Tupperwares and I'm going to disperse these all out 100 grams per Tupperware so I have it all laid out for me. Or if you don't want to do that, you could just leave it in your big meal prep bowl, and then every time you take it out to eat it, put your smaller bowl or plate on here and weigh out 100 grams, and now you know that that's 1 serving. So super easy as to how to figure that out. But now, how do we put all of this into MyFitnessPal, right? So open up MyFitnessPal on your phone right now. First, you're gonna go to Diary, then click on Add Food. Then click on My Recipes and tap Create Recipe. When you do this, you will first be prompted to put in a title and then the number of servings. So for my title, I could put, freaking best pasta protein salad in the world. And then for the number of servings, I'd put 8. And you press that arrow to the right and click Add Ingredients, and then you add in all of the ingredients that you used. So I would put in the entire box of pasta, an entire cucumber, a whole tomato, a whole pepper, a cup of feta cheese, a cup of chickpeas, Oh, and I even forgot to mention the dressing is literally a quarter cup of olive oil and then just salt and pepper. So make sure you're always putting in, like if you use oil, butter, anything like that, make sure you're logging it, guys. That stuff is so calorie dense. And if you're cooking with it or using it as a dressing and you're not logging it, then you're not logging accurately at all. So be super aware of that. So if you're unsure if the ingredients you're using are actually matching up with what's on MyFitnessPal, you can easily just look at the packaging and compare that to MyFitnessPal. So for example, the Barilla protein pasta, well, I need the pasta for this, hold on. So for the Barilla protein pasta, I can go ahead and look at the back here and see that in one serving, it has 10 grams of protein. It has 38 grams of carbs. So I can kind of use this information that I'm seeing on the back of the box to then I can go on MyFitnessPal. When the Barilla protein pasta pops up, if I click directly on it on the screen, it will pop up showing me these numbers of how many calories it has, how many carbs, how many proteins, how many fats. And if they match up perfectly, or at least to like 95% accuracy, like, guys, seriously, don't stress yourself out over this. Stop overthinking it. Like, it's probably close enough, okay? Like, if it's drastically different, if it says like one serving is 100 calories, but this says one serving is 190 calories, then that means it was probably input wrong on the box and you need to pick a different option that has the closest macros to what you're finding on the box of whatever you're using, okay? So also I would say too, like for fruits and veggies, don't get so hung up on that kind of stuff. Yes, you still need to log them, you still need to input them in MyFitnessPal, but I'm just saying don't get too hung up on it because, you know, a lot of that stuff is like mostly water and vitamins and just, yeah, so don't freak out about that kind of thing. But that's pretty much it, guys. Now you are ready to meal prep from home and log it accurately too. So for all my sharks, I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. And if you are not one of my clients, like and subscribe for more value.